Coming up next on Cordisco's Corner. Let some of these trans women now try out for the U.S. soccer team. Go for it. Go for it. The Olympic Committee doesn't mind. The NCAA doesn't mind. How about the WNBA? That one and all of their 18 fans. Hi, folks. Welcome to Cordisco's Corner. Unfiltered commentary. And not your truth, the real truth. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for your support. Hi, folks. Welcome back. Well, I'm going to say this right off the bat. This entire story is bat crazy. Now, let's look at this for a minute. Penn's transgender swimmer lost to Yale's transgender swimmer in the highly contested women's Ivy League 100-meter race. Now, I think that maybe just 3 years ago, this would be a headline in the Babylon Bee. Those who are not familiar with the Babylon Bee, it's very similar to the old Onion before it got bat crap crazy woke too.
You know what woke means? It means you're a loser. Everything woke. Everything woke. It's true. Everything woke turns to shit, okay? It's true. It's true. Look at what's happening.
Babylon Bee hasn't, luckily, because it's funny as hell. This would be a headline. This would be something out of Family Guy. And yet, here it is, reality. Let's read on. And we're going to get a lot of the comments. I see a lot of people didn't actually read this. This is not about two biological males. The winner is female transitioning to male. Oh, okay. Oh, that makes it okay then. Here's my point. Well, there's a lot of stuff to this. I mean, we'll say a point. This is what people wanted. This is what liberal people wanted. All the mothers of these girls that are going to college, a lot of them might have got to the college on scholarship, maybe not. They have to compete. Part of the scholarship requirement. And here you are, training since you were probably 6, 7 years old. And here you are in college at the height of your physical fitness and whatever sport you're in this case, swimming, you're as good as you're ever going to get. And all those hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of training, getting up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, the diet, the exercise, the things you gave up, the social things you gave up, the schoolwork you didn't do because you had to train. And here you are, you're the best female swimmer in your college, and you get 5th place in a tournament.
You know what woke means? It means you're a loser. Everything woke. Everything woke. It's true. Everything woke turns to shit, okay? It's true. It's true. Look at what's happening.
On top of that, as an extra added bonus, many of these girls didn't get a scholarship. So maybe their first year in college, they do so well that other schools pick them up at full scholarship, but that's gone. So what ends up being is their entire life's dream of being a top NCAA women's swimmer is thrown out the window. And at the same time, they owe so much student debt. Don't blame the government and don't expect the taxpayers to pay it. You're the sucker that signed it. You know what's amazing to me? If an 18-year-old kid went to a bank and said, hey, I want to borrow $50,000. What do you have for collateral? Nothing. Oh, okay, here's 50 grand. That's in essence what a college loan is. You can't get rid of that loan. Even if you die, if you have an estate, they'll seize it. Usually when you're not that young, you don't. But here's the weird part of it. When these poor girls get their first Social Security check, they'll be making their last student loan payment with it. And these girls were brought up, and most of them, and so were their mothers, not all, but the vast majority were the new wave feminists. Yeah. Okay, progressive all the way. Well, what did they think was going to happen? You march on the street for trans rights. Right to do what? What under the Constitution can trans people do that everybody else can't do? I'm looking for answers here. You can vote, firearms, freedom of speech, freedom for search and seizure, and right down the line, all the constitutional rights you have. Now you want special treatment? It's amazing to me. All of a sudden now, all these new wave feminist mothers are coming out of the woodwork saying, hey, this is BS. This is wrong. You asked for it. And that's the problem with progressives. They have all these stances and all of these issues, and they never, ever, ever think things through to its logical end. Ever. It's okay if you go for trans rights. It's okay if trans women can compete with women and screw over hundreds and hundreds of young girls. As long as it isn't your kid that gets screwed over, it's okay. Why do women swim? All women need to do is stop. Go on strike, let them compete on his own. Yeah, I agree. It wouldn't be long if no one watched. TV rights or venue revenue, the sponsors will pull out. It will all be over. Lance that Boyle. Now, I have no problem with trans women or trans men competing at college level. If you won't go along with their biological sex, then make a division for trans people. It's that simple. It's the only solution. I mean, look at the women's U.S. soccer team. It's screaming and hollering for more money. Even though they bring in 1/50th of what the men do in revenue, they want the same pay. Try that at a normal workplace sometime. Well, this guy over here makes $70,000 a year. Yes, he produces $300,000 in product. How much do you produce? $75,000. But I wanted the same salary as him. No.
You know what woke means? It means you're a loser. Everything woke. Everything woke. It's true. Everything woke turns to shit, okay? It's true. It's true. Look at what's happening.
Let some of these trans women now try out for the U.S. soccer team. Go for it. Go for it. The Olympic Committee doesn't mind. The NCAA doesn't mind. How about the WNBA? That one, all of their 18 fans. Let's have the men. Oh, that would be so. Let's have all these trans women now try out for the WNBA. Who would be screaming the loudest? The ultra progressive new wave feminists, how unfair it is. It's okay if you screw somebody else. You screw one of my kids or me, I take exception that it's not fair. Let's read on. I have empathy for the challenges they have with gender, and I have the empathy for women who are competing against, who are adversarially affected by this complicated issue. There has to be a way to identify athletically that is fair to all. This isn't it. I don't know if there's a way to identify athletically fairly, but you're right. This isn't it. And this is another one. Look at this. Unbelievable. NBC News. Little scientific evidence. Oh, yeah, this broad. She's a real piece of work. Little scientific evidence. Biological males have an advantage in women's sports. Are you kidding me? Seriously? Even a trans woman is going from biological male to woman, even with all the hormone shots, still has a tremendous advantage in almost all sports against biological women. Period. Bone density, size, muscle mass. Yeah, you're going to lose some of the muscle mass with the hormone therapy, but not like a woman. Not like a woman at all. It's unfair. It's unfair. Both of these individuals are following the rules that are set. If you have an issue, do now be angry with either one. They followed all the rules. Be mad at those that made the rules. Oh, okay. Oh, that's your reply? How about this then? It looks like at Tyler Mick. All right, we'll say it's a woman. Say your sister went to a restaurant with a bar in it. She got to the door, and the guy at the door said, "I'm sorry. No unaccompanied women." So go, "What the hell are you talking about? It's a free country. I can come in here if I want to, by myself." He'll say, "No, I'm sorry. It's a city law. It's a county law. It's a state law." So she'll turn to the guy at the door and say, "Oh, okay. Oh, it's not you. You're just following the law. Thanks so much for explaining that to me. Have a nice night." She's going to go off on the guy. She's going to go bat crazy on him, screaming and hollering. It's going to be the person at the door's fault. Let's see. I'm a young black couple somewhere, doesn't matter where, and I go into a restaurant, and the guy at the door goes, "Whoa, whoa, 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 where do you think you're going?" "Oh, we're going in and get something to eat." "Sorry, this is a segregated restaurant by Smith County rules." "Well, that's ridiculous." "No, sir. No, ma'am. The black restaurant's down the basement with no windows and no ventilation, and the restroom is the outhouse in the back of the building. Have a nice night." And the couple's going to go, "Oh, you don't set the rules? You're right. It's not your fault. Sorry to have bother you, sir. We'll just go into the basement. Honey, do you want to pee while we're out here in the outhouse?" No, they're going to go off on the guy. So give me that crap. Be mad at those that made the rules. No. Be mad at those that are enforcing the rules. I have said one league regardless of sex. Let's see how they like them apples. Yeah, go for it. These new wave feminists, this is what they push for. This is what they push for. And now they got it in place. They're all pissed.
You know what woke means? It means you're a loser. Everything woke. Everything woke. It's true. Everything woke turns to shit, okay? It's true. It's true. Look at what's happening.
But if women don't speak up, they will just continue. Yeah, they've spoken up for the last generation, even too. Wait till this trend hits professional tennis. The 120th or so ranked man in the world is basically scraping by, barely making a living. Any man ranked there or below can instantly move to a 9-figure income by playing on the women's tour. Yeah. Yep. I agree 100%. The entire situation is unmitigated disaster. Solve it now. Just one sports team, regardless of your genitals, save tons of money and make Title IV irrelevant. Yep. New wave feminists, all you ladies that supported them by the tens of millions. This is what you asked for. So basically, have one team which will inevitably be male dominated, as that's biology. So there will be no platform for women to compete. We'll end up exactly the same outcome as this is heading. Yeah, all male sports. Even in the time, we'll say women got the right to vote in the U.S. in 1920. By the way, for those of you wondering, it was Warren Harding that won that presidential election. That was the first year. I shouldn't say women got the right to vote. Many states allow women the right to vote. In fact, there were congressmen and I believe one senator that was a woman before 1920, but that's irrelevant. They got the right to vote. And all the tens of hundreds of millions of women since then have been pushing with their voting power, as well as the way republics and democracies work. Your vote is powerful and in large numbers changes policies. This is what you asked for. So when your daughter comes home or calls your house from college crying that her entire life she's trained for has been a waste of time and her heart is broken and she's just sobbing away because she's the best there is at that school and she got 5th place, don't be pissed. It's what you voted for. This is what you wanted. And if you didn't know this is what you wanted, then maybe you should have gave it longer than 30 seconds to think about it. Think about what was going to happen in the end. The Olympic Committee, the NCAA, wait till professional sports. Wait till the trans women start infiltrating the WNBA and tennis. Even the women's PGA. It's going to ruin all of it. All of it. Ladies, you wanted a level playing field, you got it. I believe it's an Aztec saying, when the gods want to punish us, they answer our prayers. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.